All right, Shalom. It's Brother Zakaria from the Israelite Report podcast. I want to say all praises due to Yahweh by Shemi Hawashai. Peace and blessings to all the brothers spread across the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth and sincerity. Real troubling times, but at the same time, very spiritual times, and it's getting serious. We are in a war. In case you don't know, in case you haven't noticed, we are in a war. We are in the middle of a war. And I mean that in every way. All right, you're hearing the wars and rumors of wars. But we're in a spiritual battle, a spiritual war. And the wicked elites are moving fast, and they're moving fast towards this digital beast system. In case you haven't noticed, the National Pulse put up a report, says the EU is speeding towards digital ID, currency, and biometric systems for tracking citizens. Again, it's coming from the National Pulse. It says a consortium of 6 European nations is pushing for a new digital cross-border payment system, which ultimately aims to combine the EU digital identification program with a digital euro. So they're speeding towards this, basically the B system, digital currency, one world currency, which is going to lead to the chip. So they're putting down the groundworks now. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. I keep bringing it up. And, sometimes people get tired of you saying the same thing, but we're here to push the truth, in sincerity, and give you the real truth, the real deal, the real spill. We're not here to tell you how to get married, how to become better husbands and all that. Like, we're in war. This is time of war. And you're going to have to get your mind spiritually prepared. This beast system is coming fast. And they're getting ready to do away with the dollar and everything else, man, and go straight everything digital. And people don't see no problem with that. And the reason why is because they don't know what it's leading up to. They think it's just, just something that they're doing. Like, oh, everything's always been digital. No, this is what they're about to do. Is they're about to get rid of credit cards and everything else. All right. So they're getting you used to this digital currency where they can cut your money off at any moment. You say something they don't like, they cut your money off. They're also coming up with something called the carbon currency, carbon trading, carbon allowance, right? Where your carbon footprint determines how much currency you have, basically. But there's a more technical term to it. I just can't think of it offhand. But these are the signs, and really these are the warnings to get your mind right with Yahweh by Shemi Hawashai, to get your spirit ready and prepared for this war, man. Because you're going to be asked to do things that's going to go against the Holy Scriptures, man. This is going to be the temptation, man. The hour of temptation. This is going to be the temptation because you're going to have your woman looking at you like, how are we going to provide? How are you going to provide for me? How are you going to provide for your family if you don't go along with the white man's system? So if you don't go with Esau's system, man, you're going to lose your loved ones. So you got to be prepared mentally. You got to be prepared to lose it all. You got to be thinking that way. Like at any moment, this chick could up and leave me. At any moment, my friends could, whatever you, first of all, you don't have no damn friends, you know, but your family and everyone else. So you got to be mentally prepared for that. You know, praise Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah that I've already lost all my so-called friends and all that. So I really don't give a damn, right? I'm at the point where I don't give a shit. Excuse my language, but I really don't care at this point, and that's the way it's supposed to be. But yeah, again, from the National Post, it says the EU is speeding towards digital ID currency and biometric systems for tracking citizens. Okay, that's what it's for tracking. Why? Because they want to monitor your footsteps, your footprint. Okay, that's what this is all about. That's what all this climate stuff is all about. It's all about monitoring you. They want to be your God. Okay. Says NOBID's website describes the project, which sounds eerily similar the kinds of social credit system used by countries like communist China, as the brainchild of the unelected European Commission. It says a quote here, the payment use case is recognized as a key use case based on several rationales, one being the potential extension to the digital euro, they claim. In its current stage, the project will likely link national bank accounts to the centralized application and will act as an intermediary between banks and merchants. All right. So your banks and everything else is going to be tied in. This whole banking system thing is about to be done away with. It says, since the digital euro has not yet been deployed and is slowly looking to enable its application in a peer-to-peer framework, and such projects can drastically help to advance final implementation, a prototype phase for the ECB issued digital euro currency might be utilized by the end of 2023. Okay, so again, why you people are distracted by LeBron James and Chris Rock and Will Smith and all this stupid shit? This is what the elites are doing. Okay, they are planning to plant that thing in you, plant that chip in you, and you will not buy or sell unless you have it. Period. Okay, because when they crash everything, when they tank the dollar, when they take everything down, this current monetary system, once they take that down, then they're going to bring up a new system. Okay, order out of chaos, problem, reaction, solution. I'm going to skip down to this part of the article. It says the European digital identity in development since the beginning of the CV-19 pandemic. It says it integrates various aspects of personal identifiers, including birth certificates, medical documents, bank accounts, tax returns, education status, and prescriptions. So all of that's going to be tied in. Your medical documents, your birth certificates, your bank accounts, your tax returns, education status, and prescriptions. It says, as the National Post has previously reported, the goal of the EUID is to act as the central authority for identification for both physical and digital world. So they're going to merge the two together. The physical and the digital are going to become one. The Internet of Things, you will become the internet. You will be a part of the internet. Okay? Which means that they can cut you off at any moment. Go watch the movie In Time with Justin Timberlake. There was some kind of code that they had in their arm, and they were given a certain amount of time to live. It was like a clock, a time clock. It's just like you have a shot clock in the NBA. There was a clock in your arm, or your in your forearm, and you currency. Your what was it? Your lifespan was your currency. Okay, and people were stealing time from one another. Like time was currency, right? And the rich lived long and the poor died early. So anyway, this system is in place, and it's coming fast. Let me get this scripture here. This is Daniel 8:25. It says, "And through his policy he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand." All right. So this is, just know what you're dealing with. Understand who this man is. Understand this system. Understand that these are the times that we're living in, and it's coming fast. We are at war. All right. Get ready to lose everything. Okay, because this policy that he's pushing is to ultimately destroy you and to be your God. He want to take away your, basically he's trying to take back the birthright, but he wants to supersede that and become your God. Again, through his policy, these are the policies that they're pushing. Through his policy, he shall craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace, because he's coming in peace. He's coming in this idea of, there's a problem, we got to bring you the solution. He says, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. Okay, because a lot of people are going to fall for this. He's going to destroy many because a lot of people are going to fall for this, are going to think it's a good idea. Oh, through this new currency, there won't be so much hunger. There won't be so much, there won't be so much suffering. Everyone will be able to buy into this new system. So it's going to look good. It's going to sound good, and it's going to be tempting to a lot of people. All right. But what they're not telling you is that if you disagree with their policies, if their laws, or if you say something that goes against their system, they can cut you off at any moment. This is what they're not telling you. They're not telling you that part. They're going to make it sound like it's good for the environment. It's good for everyone. Oh, look at all the starving children in Africa. We can help that through this new digital currency, this one world currency. But what they're not telling you is that they will be in complete control of you in the moment you go against their system, which we, the men of the Lord, are against their system. So that's ultimately who they're trying to destroy, the men of the Lord. If you go against their system and you stand for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, they're going to try to cut you off, and they will cut you off. All right. So you might as well cut yourself off from this world. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. Any man that loveth the world, the love of the Father is not in him. All right. You might as well cut this world off now, ahead of time. All right. So you're not even tempted in that day. Right. I cut myself off a long time ago, and I cut myself off even more. Day by day, man. We die daily in this thing. Okay. We're persecuted all the day long. People talk shit about us every day. People point the finger. They laugh. They mock. They scorn. Call us all kinds of names. They make up lies on us. We go through this, so we might as well, at this point, if you've been in this thing long enough, you might as well just keep pushing on now. You ain't got nothing to turn back to because this thing is over. This society is through. All right, I want to bring out a few scriptures here. Because, the wisdom of this world is just, people are lost and they thinking this thing is going to go on forever. They have that Psalms 49 and 11. The inward thought is that this earth that their kingdom, their houses shall continue forever. Excuse me. The inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. And that's the wisdom and the foolishness of this world. Okay, the wisdom of this world is foolishness. So that's why you must come out of her. You must separate yourself from this world. 1 Corinthians 3:18 says, let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise, right? Become a fool. Become a fool for Yahweh Shai, because it's better to be a fool. This is me talking here. It's better to become a fool for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai than to be wise in this world. If you have too many people in this world that love you, then that means that you're doing something wrong. There's no way in hell you can be a man of the Lord and be loved by everyone. That's no way. There's no way. If they're not looking at you like you're strange, like you're weird, then you're not doing, something's not right with you. It says, for the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. It says, for it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. And again, the Lord knoweth the thoughts of the wise, that they are vain. All right. And it ultimately leads to nothing. And that's what's going to happen to these people that think that this kingdom will continue forever. They think nothing's going to stop this wicked society. They think it's going to just continue. They can't see it. They can't see the end coming. Some people can see it. Some people know that something's wrong, but a lot of people just think that everything's going to rebound, is going to go back to normal. Again, I think I brought this out before, but I'm going to bring it out again. This is 1 John 2:15. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. All right. Love not the world. And I've been harping on that all this week. I don't care about this damn society, man. And neither should you. It says, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. So the Father is not of this world, man, because the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Job 9:24. It says, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai abideth forever. Again, this is 1 John 2:15 through 17. Okay. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Heavenly Father abideth forever. You abide forever with the Heavenly Father, not with this world. All right. So, again, let me get 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, because this system that they're setting up, again, I said before, it looks like it's something good for those who are not in the know. especially those who are not of the spirit, and they're going with their flesh and with the wisdom of this world. They think it's something good. But 2 Corinthians 2:11 says, lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right, we are not ignorant of his devices. We know what he's doing. We know what the wicked elites have up their sleeve. We know why this guy Bill Gates is buying up farmland. We know that they plan on starving the people out and forcing them into the system. We know. We know because through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, he gave us the knowledge and understanding. All right, he gave us the eyes to see and the ears to hear. He gave us understanding. The scriptures tell you, fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and that wisdom of the Lord is different from the wisdom of this world. You heard me read in Corinthians that wisdom of this world is foolishness. All right, but we are not foolish, and we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Okay, so stay strong in the Lord, stay in the faith. Because scriptures tell you that he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved.